Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in to Relationship Coaching Live today. I will continue the series of the Breakup Aftermath, which is based on my book, Love at First X, which is a humorous guide to coping with breakups and making the most out of your relationship with your ex lover. So, we're here on Tuesdays at 11:30 a.m. Pacific time. That would be 1 p.m. Central Time and 2 p.m. Eastern Time. And we will continue the series of the Breakup Aftermath. And today, I'm going to be reading some passages from my book, Love at First X. Again, you can buy it, by the way, at the State of Grace shop. You can get it, or if you subscribe to my Patreon, you can read all of my books for free. And it's patreon.com/the state of Grace Fraga. So go ahead and subscribe. There's a free 7-day trial. So you can just read the books and do everything. And it's only $5.99 a month. And I constantly post new comedy series. I post relationship coaching, newsletters and blogs and tests for, like, what is your emotional mastery, or what is your knowledge about narcissistic abuse, or whatever it is that's relationship based, that will be there too. So there's comedy and relationships. So it's as you know, it is my brand is comedian and relationship coach. So that kind of like goes perfectly well, right? Or you can subscribe to my OnlyFans. Again, OnlyFans, no adult content, please. Don't even go there. It's all comedy, and sometimes sexy, funny and sexy comedy, which is super fun. But so go ahead and subscribe. It's $9 a month for that, and you get tons of content. Like that one is daily content. The Patreon is more like twice a week or something. So anyway, let's start. Okay, let's go with hi for everybody that's joining on Instagram. Thank you for joining. I appreciate you. So the breakup aftermath. Okay, what we're going to focus on today, and this is chapter 4 of my book, Love at First X: Who Inherits Who and Other Trinkets. So it's like, okay, so you have stuff, right? And you have assets together, maybe, right? Let's assume you have assets and stuff together. Who inherits what, right? Well, of course, if it's a divorce, there's going to be kind of like a legal battle. Trust me, even the friendliest divorce is not friendly, okay? So, for any decision in the breakup aftermath stage, the first question we must ask is who broke up with who. So that's kind of like key to all of this, like who's going to inherit what. That's my point of view. Doesn't mean this is the law, okay? Just let's see. So, what caused the breakup? Also, did somebody cheat? Did somebody just decided to leave and doesn't care about their possessions? I remember when I separated from my husband, I left all the furniture and everything there, and he kept it, and that was okay. I didn't care. We then got a divorce, and because he was with someone new, they wanted money from me, which was hilarious because I didn't know him anything, right? And so finally, it turned out he owed me money, but I forgave him because whatever, I don't care. But anyway, so that's the legal aspect of it. However, there are certain things that, who has time? Like, do I keep this teddy bear? Do I keep this framed picture? Right? So you kind of decide in a friendly manner, okay? Make sure it's friendly because I know that sometimes it's not cute, okay? I know cases where people have like cleaned up the house of stuff when the other partner wasn't there, and they didn't even realize that was going to happen, obviously. So that's not fair. In any dealings, I feel like being fair is the most important thing. That is my personal opinion. Again, my 2 cents. If it resonates with you, great. If it doesn't, I get it. So let's see, who gets custody of what friends? Well, that is a big issue, isn't it? Because It's like, okay, was it a pre-existing friend that I brought into the relationship, or was it someone that we made friends with during our relationship? So that's kind of like the deal here, okay? If you shared friends during the relationship, who gets custody of which friends? This sounds cute, but it's a legal reality. Some couples sign prenups about who's going to get who after the divorce as if their friends were assets. I did my research when I wrote the book and I found that out and I was like, oh my God, that is crazy. But you know what? Actually, it's not that crazy because I remember on one of my relationships, one of the friends that I brought in sided with my ex. And that was okay. He was obviously never a real friend. But I wouldn't want to sign a prenup because I would let the friend choose. I'd rather have them naturally and organically say, hey, we don't like you anymore. We love you and we're going to stay with you. So that's really how I prefer it. But some people, like I said, they sign a prenup on who gets who, what friends they get. That's insane. Thank you for all the people that are joining on IG. Okay. Okay. So let's see what else we can take from this. Yeah, this is very interesting. This isn't a stat. Like, there's a study that showed that a typical adult loses 8 friends when a long term relationship ends. Wow. I don't think I ever lost 8 friends, but maybe 2 or 3, but not 8 friends. That's a lot. That really is a lot. Thank you for whoever is on the State of Grace podcast. James Johnson. Woo! Hi, babe. How are you? Oh, there's that gorgeous goblet. Thank you. I'm wearing my glasses. Do I look intellectual? Well, I'm talking about divorce and who gets what. James, I don't know if you, I know you just came in. Did you know that some people sign contracts on who gets what friends? I like that's mind blowing to me. But anyway, let's continue. Let's continue. Thank you so much for being so sweet and supportive, James. I love you. You know that. Um, and he's a friend. See, he would never side with an ex. I know that. He's a loyal one. And I love him for that and other things. So, anyway, so apparently, this is a very interesting study. The 8 friends who will be lost are split in 3 categories. Ooh, let's see what the categories are. Yes, that is crazy. I didn't know. Me neither. I know. I did all kinds of research. That is insane. But listen, there's 3 categories on this 8 friends that you lose if you don't sign a prenup on who gets who. All right. 3 of them are friends of the ex partner, and 3 are mutual friends made during the relationship. That totally makes sense. Absolutely. If you're very social, because some couples are not very social, so they're probably not going to lose that much. The other 2 were known before the relationship even started, but either ended up siding with your ex or got sick and tired of hearing about the breakup. It happened to me, like I told you before, guys. But this person, I was like shocked, like, wow, okay. I think because my ex was a known actor, I think this guy was in the business and he thought maybe he could help him or something. And also, I don't know what my ex told people. Who knows? Um, I usually try not to talk shit about my exes. I do my best, even to my friends. We try to be fair about things. My friends are actually very passionate. If somebody wrongs me, they hate them forever. I don't. I don't care. I let them go. I release them with love and then put them on my shit list. You better get that Buddha with Booty t-shirt on the State of Grace shop, you guys, because that is my mantra. Release them with love, then put them on your shit list. And I'm going to give you the link where you can get that t-shirt if I can find it, because I have so many links here, you guys. Let me see. Here it is. Okay. So it's no, that's not mine. Whoops. That was, that is from the Tias. Oh my God. See, I told you guys I have so many and I know it's here and I can't see it. I don't know what's going on with my eyes. Okay. It's the State of Grace shop.com. The State of Grace shop. I found it. The State of Grace shop.com. Okay. So let's continue with this craziness. Um, let's see. Okay, this is my advice. Okay, this is my practical advice. Hi, whoever is joining on Instagram. I see you guys. Thank you for joining the live. So anyway, let's see. Let me see here. So what I would say is, this is what I would do. I would kind of like beat my ex to the punch, right? And I would call my friends that I brought in the relationship and those that I want to keep and just say, hey, I'm sure my, XYZ is going to call you, but I want to make sure that you understand that this is exactly what happened, okay, between us. And you can pick whoever you want to be with, and that's okay. I don't care. It's up to you. But this is my side of the story before you get his side of the story. And here we have James. I can see the friends made while a couple. If I lose my friends over my prenup, then I begin thinking about where they true friends at all. Exactly. I don't need to talk shit about my exes. They speak loud enough. Yes, James, exactly. Some of them do, but some of them, I was with a narcissistic abuser. And let me tell you, he was very slick. And I only had one student one time caught him be the flip, do the flip where they're nice in public, and then when they're with you they're not that nice. So I was doing Skype, this was years ago, and we were still doing Skype, and this student, she was like 12 years old, very smart girl, and my ex knew her, and so he was like, hi Sasha. So he popped on the screen like, hi, how are you doing? And then he, like a few minutes later, he forgot that Sasha was on Skype and could hear him. And he was really mean to him. And Sasha never forgot that. She was like, he's a demon because when I was there, he was treating you nice. And then when he thought I wasn't there, he didn't treat you right. He was nasty. So my little 12-year-old student realized that. And I was like, wow, okay. Yeah, I'm being abused. I know. It took me a little while. Now I don't put up with narcissistic abuse at all. It's like, no, I don't even give anybody one chance. You guys let me, you nitpick, you just make me feel like shit. You're out of my life. It's not worth it. I don't have time for that at all. Like a light switch, yes, bam, flip. Man, that is just some kind of sorry. Right. No, I totally, I know that flip is insane when they flip on you. And sometimes it can be because of a mental illness like borderline personality disorder. I know because my mom had it. She was never diagnosed. My therapist diagnosed her. And so, 100% not diagnosed, but the way she behaved. And she would switch like that flip, but because of her mental illness, right? But the narcissist sometimes can be a person who has a mental health disorder, or sometimes it's just a personality disorder. So the personality disorder people, they do the flip to manipulate you and keep you on edge. Remember that. I know we're mixing breakups with narcissistic abuse, but I always do talk about narcissistic abuse because I feel like it's so rampant in our society right now. It's like, I don't know, it's like cancer. Cancer is like everybody's getting cancer nowadays. Everybody is, confronted or lived with or met a narcissist, a personality. It's called NPD, narcissistic personality disorder. So again, there could be mental illness where they could be in the narcissist spectrum, or there can be just a personality disorder. Okay, which either way, it is what it is. There's nothing we can do except how we respond to them. And I don't engage with them. I just retrieve, to be honest. I don't have the emotional energy to be around that kind of energy at all. I just can't do it. Not anymore. I'll maybe, I don't even think, sorry about the noises. I live in a busy street, but I don't even know if I'll call them out on it. Sometimes I do call them out on it. It's kind of pointless because they will reverse it and put it on you like you're the a-hole, but whatever. So anyway, let's see. James, my optometrist diagnosed me with low self-esteem. Maybe I need a second opinion. Your optometrist. Did you get that off the internet? You came up with it. You're so funny. I'm telling you, James always sends me like these voice messages that are hilarious. And he sings songs to me. He's so funny. I love him. We met actually during a live, somebody else's live, and we became really good friends. So anyway, so let's go back to who should inherit what friends, right? Oh, and then kids. That's the big thing, right? The kids, oh my God. Whew. Okay, so that is a whole new chapter. That is a whole ridiculous. It's there's so much with that, and I feel like, not only who gets what kid, right? But or who has custody, split custody or whatever it's called, shared custody, excuse me, or complete custody, right? Um, when you have a new person, like what do you do when you have a new person? This is a topic right here. If you have kids and you bring in a new person into your life, do you introduce them to your kids? When is it proper to introduce them to your kids? When is it good to introduce them to your kids? Like, let's take, I love this, Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez. And, I'm not siding with any of them, but look at those kids. Like, they bonded, and now it's like a year later, I think they go 2 years later, there's rumors of a divorce. And now those kids are going to be like, they made friends and now they're going to be separated. And it's just it's a lot. It really is a lot. Again, marriage is a social construct. So, that's why I think there's so much divorce, because I don't really think, and this is an unpopular opinion, but I don't think we're created to be monogamous. I don't think so. Look in the animal kingdom. I'm sure there are some monogamous species, but we're not made to be monogamous. I don't think. And so trying to stay with someone, yes, it's a great thing for the kids, but it's hard. It's really hard. So that's just my unpopular opinion. I have many unpopular opinions. It's all about whatever makes you feel good. If you're like the marrying kind and you love that, great. If not, that's great too. Whatever makes you happy. That's really the bottom line of everything. What makes you happy, right? Um, oh, I love this. James has a kid, had a teenager. So he says, for me, I don't introduce to my kiddo right away. Smart. You have to have a level of trust and comfort before you bring someone home. 100% agree. Kids learn how to love and receive love by your actions. Yes. And if you're fighting all the time, right? That's not good. That's so stressful for the kids. Like if you bring somebody that you fight with and you don't get along, and that's just beyond stressful. Like, I'm happy that with the narcissistic abuser guy that I lived with for 3 years, we didn't have any kids, or he didn't have any, like, he got grown kids because he was much older than me. One grown kid, two grown kids, excuse me. But that's fine. But if we had like little kids, oh my God, it would have been torturous to witness that. Because even if it's behind closed doors, you would have heard like the fights and everything. It would have been so stressful on them. So I know that it's not easy. Adulting life is not easy, guys. It's not easy. And I love kids, but I am glad I never had kids. Um, to be honest, not everybody is made to have kids, and I accept that. And I'm very maternal, but I don't feel like I'm too focused on the things that I do. And so, and also I never had like a super successful relationship. I did have successful relationships, but not like one that I'm with the person for like, I don't know, 150 years, right? The longest I've been with someone was 14 years, which is pretty good. It's pretty good. And there wasn't any like major thing. It's just we grew apart. So it wasn't bad. So I just, at this point in my life, I'm like, I don't really want the stress of our relationship. After going through my cancer journey, I'm like, I don't, I might change my mind in 2 3 years, but right now I'm still, PTSD from my cancer healing journey. So yeah, I'll stay single, and happily single, very very happy. So yeah, so who inherits what? Like, give me some comments, you guys. Who do you think should inherit what? Um, like, I know I have a friend who just broke up with her husband and they separated, and She left like her furniture and stuff because she didn't care. She's like me. We don't care. We leave stuff behind. And some people do care. Some people get petty about it. Like, I gotta have this and that. You're not gonna have that. And I feel like it's too much, and just pick your battles. And it's like, sometimes it's not worth it to just take your material stuff. I like, when I separated from my husband, I came here with 2 bags and a dream to Los Angeles, and that was it. I didn't, he got everything, and I was okay with it. No biggie, right? Um, Okay. Oh, I thought it was a new comment, but it wasn't. Sorry, James. I just, oh, okay. Yeah. See, there was a new comment, but I clicked on the wrong one. So if things get bad, I ask myself, if my kid were in the same relationship, would I be okay with that? I replace myself with my son and would be okay with a relationship. That is my relationship guide. I love that perspective. So it's almost like you're taking care of your inner child. Like, is this good for my kid or my inner child? Then if it's not, then bye, right? And I love that. That's what I'm understanding from your comment. If I misunderstood, let me know, because I didn't have enough green tea today for to be caffeinated enough for this morning. It's 11:30 here in LA. So yes, and here James again. Stuff is stuff. I can get more, but don't waste my time. I can't get more time. That's it. They want stuff. Great. Let them think of me when they see those things. Oh, that's what my mom used to say when I moved out from my husband. She was like, he's every time he sees all those things, he's going to remember you. And that is so true. That's probably why I never brought anything except my paintings from my art gallery that I had when I lived in New Orleans with my husband. And those were very dear to me because I purchased them from my artists and all that. And so I have them here in my apartment. But like couches and beds and even clothes, I left so many clothes there, and I don't know what he did with them. He probably donated them, or because I think his current girlfriend slash wife, whatever it is, I don't think she's my size. So I don't think she can wear them. And I'm sure she wouldn't wear them because together they demonized me. That's another story for another time. And I bring up my own experiences because I make myself vulnerable to you guys. And as a relationship coach, I think that that's very important because, I'm not giving you like, you got to do this, you got to do that, but I'm just sharing experiences and opinions, or things that might resonate with you or not. And that's how I coach people on my relationship coaching. So anyway, also I wanted to tell you before I leave, you guys, um, I have merchandise at the State of Grace shop. Okay, right there, like this. We have positive stuff like "Let Your Light Shine." I love that one. We have like this one, dream big. Well, there, dream big, create your own story. So when you sip your coffee or your green tea in the morning, you can look at these, right? And they inspire you. And then I have one called Grace's Dudes, because I have a lot of males that are in the live. Sometimes at one point, one of the first lives I did on YouTube, it was all guys. So I was like, we should do something called Grace's Dudes. So here's Grace's Dudes. I might change the design. So anyway, I have t-shirts, I have desk mats, I have mugs, the whole things. So here is James again. Oh my God, new topics. I didn't know you had an art gallery. But I'll table that combo for later. But I love that I can channel mom. Um, Mom, yeah, experience and wisdom on my own, maybe it says, right? And wisdom is born from hard choices. I'm just saying. Oh, absolutely. Yes. Um, yes, I love the purple merch. It's gorgeous. I'm a Grace dude. Yeah, go get a mug. Get a mug. I'll send you a mug. Yes, and the purple. I love the purple. Every cloud, and these are like the Grace rules ones, and they're all funny. Every cloud has a silver lining. Dump the cloud and sell the silver. So I have like 40 of these. Okay. You can check out on my shop. And I'm going to give you the discount code if I can find it, because I forgot. I think it's Grace 20 shop. Let me look on my Patreon, By the way, subscribe to my Patreon, you guys. You can do the free membership and you get some benefits and perks from it. And it's patreon.com/the state of Grace Fraga. And you can also have a 7-day free trial on my Patreon. And if you like it, you can subscribe. I drop comedy series and relationship coaching advice and blogs and the whole thing constantly. Okay. Like 2, 3 times a week for sure, at least twice, 100%. So anyway, so I let me look. Okay. Promotions. So I'm going to give you a promotion that's actually, let me see. Where is it? I can't remember where it is. Oh my goodness, where is it? I can't. I knew I had it. Okay. I don't remember it, but I'll put it on my well, actually, go to my Patreon. I think I have the code for non-paid members. If not, DM me and I'll give you a code. I just can't find it, and I'm not going to start like spend 15 minutes trying to find the code. I think it's one of my posts, but I changed, guys. That's another thing. Oh my god, I need an assistant like immediately, but I can't afford an assistant. Maybe an intern because I have so much stuff going on, you guys. Oh my god, from X. 2 people from X. I love you guys. Thank you for joining. Sorry that you joined a little late, but you can watch the replay. We talked about who inherits what on a divorce or a breakup. So, anyway, thank you guys for joining me. I always keep these lives to like 30 minutes. By the way, Instagram, I am going to go live on Instagram for a whole week. And if you let me look at my calendar, I'll tell you exactly when. And that's going to be next week from July 8th to July 12th. I'm going to go live every day at 1 p.m. Pacific time, 3 p.m. Central time, and 4 p.m. Eastern time. Every single day, we're going to go live. Not just the relationship coaching, we're going to talk about anything, but it's going to be under the relationship coaching live, which is going to be like do like a marathon just for Instagram because I feel like with this program I can't pay much attention to Instagram and but now I, if I do like a live every day, and then we're going to do specifics like for X, for YouTube, we're going to try, when I say we, it's just me, but I'm going to try to do like specific lives. So like a week on YouTube, a week on Instagram, a week on X, a week somewhere else on LinkedIn. So all the ones where I stream and we have audience, I'm going to do that. So we start with Instagram next week. And I'm also on TikTok. Follow me on TikTok, Grace Fraga Comedy on TikTok. I have tons of content there. All right. James, we're going to end with James' message. I love you. Yes, I love you too. I shall message you. You're such a wonderful light and guide in this chaotic world. I'm blessed for simply knowing you. Besos. Oh my God. I love you too, James. And I love everyone, believe it or not, even the people that hurt me, because I do believe that the frequency of love, and it's actually scientific, when you love, your electromagnetic field gets bigger, and love actually protects you, if you can believe that. And when we're in fear, the electromagnetic field is smaller, so we can be attacked easier. So I love you guys. I have love for humanity. And this is why I do these lives, why I share my cancer journey, and why I do the comedy that I do. Because first of all, I love doing comedy. I'm a goofball. And by the way, speaking of comedy, you guys, last thing, um, for the first time, Stephanie Tejada and I, have decided to make the tias free. And oh my God, we have a 33-minute episode on the tias that we have Rick Overton from The Office, Mrs. Doubtfire, Groundhog Day. I mean, he's amazing, a master improviser. He plays our life coach. and we do animal therapy. I'm not kidding you. So you might want to check my socials. You'll see I have a clip of that. But go ahead and subscribe to the Tia Show on YouTube and follow us on Instagram also. It's all the Tia Show on YouTube, Instagram, everywhere. Even our email is thetiashow@gmail.com. So follow us and watch season 2, episode 1 with Rick Overton, Jacqueline Passaro playing the bitchy neighbor, and of course my partner in crime, Stephanie Tejada. We play Marisa and Consuelo. Okay, and I would love for you guys to follow us, and we're gonna keep pumping episodes for free. Okay, so we decided to do that. We used to just have them on our paid fan sites, but now we decided to expand and let everybody watch them. So watch the latest episode, season 2, episode 1. I know you're gonna love it. I still laugh when I watch it, and I did it. You know what I mean? So anyway, I love you guys. Have an amazing rest of your day, and I will see you next Tuesday at 11:30 a.m. Pacific time, 1:30 p.m. Central time, and 2:30 p.m. Eastern time. Mwah.